Hey, it's your motherfucking boy. It's the one and only PubGesus coming at you with some more PTS patch notes. The good stuff. We got new stuff. Are you ready? It is October 11th. PTS patch notes. Oh, it's been a while since I've been on the PTS. What does it even look like? What does it even look like? Alright, let's see what we got. And here they are. I'll leave a link to them in the description below if you don't feel like waiting for me to read. And you could just actually click it and not even watch the rest of this video, because this video is literally just going to be me reading patch notes. And then gameplay video will be separate. We are excited to announce that the PTS will be returning on Thursday, October 11th, today. This PTS update will bring new content, quality of life updates, and bug fixes for everyone to test out before it hits the live servers. Hello everyone! We are excited to announce that the PTS will be returning this today. Okay, wow, that's literally the same thing. Alright, below are the patch notes. Be sure to read up and get a first look at all the new content we will be keeping an eye on. Alright, for those who haven't yet used the PTS is a separate PUBG server that is free to download for anyone who already owns a copy of PUBG. The purpose of the test server is not to just provide a preview of the upcoming features, but to find the issues we need to solve so we can work and fix as soon as possible. The changes listed below are all the coming to the PTS first, because many of the changes still need to be tested to see if there are any issues with performance. Alright, that's good to know. All you have to do is own a copy of PUBG for Xbox One, search PUBG test server in the Microsoft Store, download it, and that's how you take part in the test. The schedule is Pacific Standard Time, 1 a.m. and for overseas, 10 a.m. Central, or CEST, whatever. PTS will be available to all players of all maps. Miramar, Erangel, and Sandhawk will be the same as live servers. Please be aware that some game modes will be restricted and only the North American server will be available to play due to lower player numbers compared to live servers. We can lead to extended matchmaking times, which sucks. We may open these modes to at a larger stage depending on the number of players on the PTS. So we need more people on the PTS. For a lot of those of you who uninstalled it, reinstall it. This is like one of the only games to have a test server for this very reason, to keep bringing us new up. Like Rainbow Six Siege doesn't have a test server. They just update shit and they're like, all right, deal with it. Like you have to give them feedback and then they have to go make another update and re-update the game. Where PUBG is like, hey, we have 2 copies of the game. We gave you one for free since you bought one. Take the free one and let us know what's wrong with it, and we'll fix it on the one you paid money on. So it works out. New weapon, we get the barrel M762. Added the barrel, which is a new versatile assault rifle which spawns in Erangel, Miramar, and Sandhawk. That is an all-map gun. The barrel uses 7.62mm ammunition and can load up to 30 rounds, 40 with an extended mag, basically an AK. Has an upper and lower rails allowing for scopes and a grip. It is an 8K with the possibility of a grip. It has lower per bullet damage than the AK, but a higher firing rate, meaning the DPS higher DPS if you can control the kick. Basically, it's a faster shooting AK that doesn't hit as hard, but essentially gonna fuck you up if you can control it, like the QBZ. The MK47 Mutant, new weapon. It can be acquired on all maps, Erangel, Miramar, and Sandhawk, through World Spawn, much like the barrel, I believe. Yes, both are World Spawns. The Mutant is a 2 firing modes, a single shot and a 2-round burst, just like the M16. It also takes 7.62s, has a 20-round capacity, which can be extended to 30. I swear to God, woman, I was like, where the fuck did I just echo from? That was the most magical echo I've ever heard in my life. Almost all types of attachments can be used on the MK47, but it has no stock slot. So it's basically an M4, M16, 7.62 weapon. That's pretty dope. But less bullets. We got exclusive vehicle for Sandhawk, the scooter. 2-seat vehicle, the scooter, which is exclusive to Sandhawk. Both the scooter and the 2-seater motorbike can be found on Sandhawk. Let's see. Compared to the current motorbike, the scooter has a lower speed and an increased turning circle, but the same HP. New Sandhawk exclusive vehicle, the Tuk-Shy, or as we like to call it, the Tuk-Tuk. It is a 3-person vehicle, suitable substitutes the UAZ, Dacia, and minibus. The Tuk-Tuk is a slower but compared to previous vehicles, but fits perfectly in Sandhawk's environment. And now they're reconstructing the BP system, which I don't see G coins at all. Now that I think about that. Oh, here we go. There are G coins. No, there's not. Interesting. Restructuring the BP system. Previously, we offered BP rewards based only on your ranking. Now we've restructured the system to take into account both playtime and ranking. Rewards have been restructured to equalize the differences in BP efficiency based on playing time for each map and mode. We've changed team rewards to be shared. You will no longer receive 4 times the BP because you were playing alone in a squad. Thank God. Let's see. Gameplay. Added third-person aim camera position to options. What? Reset to right shoulder default settings. Camera will always be positioned above the character's right shoulder. Reset to left shoulder. Camera will always be positioned above the character's left shoulder. Latest peak shoulder. Camera position automatically moves to the direction you last leaned. Latest aim shoulder. Camera remains on the last ADS direction. In this setting, the camera position won't be changed by leaning while not in ADS or scoping. That is dope. So finally we can switch shoulders. I hope you could do that on the fly. I'm going to have definitely test that out. If you could do that on the fly, that would be sick. Let's see. Added a new attachment. We got the laser sight now. Bullet spread is reduced when hip firing and soft aiming, which is left bumper aiming for Xbox players. The laser sights fits on weapons with lower rail slot available, taking up the grip slot. So you're either going without a grip or a laser sight. Added the improved marker ping system, first introduced for testing in August 1st test server update, using the right button. So basically right clicking, you can create a marker where you're aiming and the compass at the top of the screen not visible in the world. All team members can see this marker on the compass. After setting the marker, there is a 2-second cooldown before you can mark again. The marker on the compass will automatically disappear after 5 seconds. There is no ping markers overlap. The closest located marker will be shown on the map. Increase maximum sensitivity from 10 to 20. Oh, sensitivity's been changed. Add a key guide to the loading screen. Tips. Xbox image will be applied soon. Improved design of map markers. Oh, thank God they fucking changed the map markers. Now instead of having a solid symbol, they have a picture if you want to look at it. Like I said, link in the description. Instead of a solid marker with the number like your actual icon is, it's a hollow numbered out thing, and then it's just the border of the marker is your color. So it's much easier to determine that you're looking at a marker versus a person. Yep, specifically for that. This is thanks to feedback from some players for confusing previous marker designs with the player icon. Exactly. You can now report players for teaming, gameplay interference, verbal abuse. This can be done after the match is over. Basically, when you die or you win, you can report people for shit. Optimize garbage collection, faster rate of making the used memory for reusable, improved performance by adjusting on-hit effects for various materials, improved server and client performance for optimizing the inner composition and the plane, increase the quality of optimization and reduce desync. Oh, that's going to be a good one. Reduce desync. Let's see how that actually works. Fix the issue where tooltips for the stun grenade did not accurately reflect its in-game effects. Fix an issue where characters were seen moving fast while prone and when moving on slopes a certain way. That is a little buggy. You don't want that. Fix an issue where items mesh sometimes difficult to distinguish from the floor in the police station in El Alazar and Miramar. What about everywhere else in Sandhawk? Fix an issue where the dead player's loot box sometimes buried in certain locations in Miramar. Yeah, that sucked. Fix an issue where characters can sometimes get stuck between the wall and vehicles while leaving the passenger seat when the vehicle is touching the wall. Yeah, it's supposed to put you out on the opposite side of the side being blocked. If you're on the left side of the vehicle and you're parked up with the driver's side door up against the wall and you get out, it's supposed to force you out the passenger side. And if both sides are trapped, then it's supposed to force you out whatever side's most available or put you on top of the car. But sometimes it doesn't work. Fix an issue where some situations in first-person players could see through walls. Thank you. Oh, man. I've been wall hacked so many times in first person because I didn't know about that for the longest time. Fix an issue where we sawed off wasn't listed as an attachable weapon. List tooltips and a shotgun choke. What? Fix an issue where sometimes players would not get transferred to the starting plane. Instead, start the match's initial spawn location. What? So when people instead of getting put in the plane, people were getting put back at their original spawn location? That's pretty weird. Fix an issue where under certain conditions, character models could appear stuck in the crouch position. A lot of stuff. I'm actually proud of them. Fixed an issue where sometimes the fuel gauge in vehicles wasn't in sync with the visual display on the dashboard. Ooh, so they're actually trying to make in-game shit realistic to the actual gauges that we look at. That's pretty dope. For those HUD removers, I guess. Players could be teleported to an entirely different location. Oh, wow. Sandhawk's teleportation bug has been fixed. People get teleported randomly. Fixed an issue where characters on board a vehicle would sometimes be shown as immobile in a very different location. Okay. Fixed an issue where a character who is driving a vehicle is created in an unspecified location. Fixed an issue where the gun of the person you were spectating is sometimes not rendered, causing problems with the gun goes into ADS mode. Yeah, that's always been weird, but that's spectating. Nobody really cares. Fixed an issue where weapons are sometimes shown in locations different from where the characters are holding them. Did they really? But did they really? That's the real question. Did they really? Alright. Jesus Christ, there's so much more. Fix an issue where approaching the window with glass and throwing a throwable could sometimes cause the camera to temporarily zoom in and out. That is definitely helpful. That's fucked up many of my Kobe's. Fix an issue where approaching a corpse while laying down could sometimes cause the camera to zoom in. Fix an issue where sometimes a character standing in the very edge of the sea on Sandhawk would be shown as falling out of the sky. What? I want to try that on a live server. Fix an issue where the blue zone UI timer occasionally decreases by 2 seconds. Huh. Never noticed that. Because I'm always in circle. Underwater character is unable to move to land because the terrain is showing as shuddering. I guess they fixed that. Fix an issue where colliding with an object while driving in a UAZ deals comparatively more damage than other vehicles. Fix an issue where Firing mode of a gun has been dropped and picked up again. Oh, thank God. So if you drop your gun in auto or burst or whatever and you pick it back up, it's back in that mode that you dropped it in. Thank God. Fixed an issue where vaulting action was not working properly with certain buildings, windows, and sandhawk. Okay, I've definitely heard a lot of people complain about that one. A bunch of people are going to be happy. Let's see what else. Fixed an issue where after image sometimes remains on other player's screen while repeatedly aiming and arming and unarming. Fixed an issue where the AR compensator on the SLR was not reducing the horizontal recoil. That's why I stopped using it. I thought it was shit. Everybody else was saying it was good, but I always use compensators on it. Fixed the issue where the character could not peek while over a gas can? What? Fixed an issue where frame drop occurred when the weather was rainy and the characters were swimming in the water and the perspective changed from under to above water. Fixed the issue where the HP gauge was displayed red in certain conditions. Fixed the issue where grenade impact sounds were not played when interacting with certain surfaces on Sandhawk. Fixed an issue where in some specific situations there was less weapon recoil than intended. Interesting. So maybe some guns needed more recoil than we were. Alright. Fixed an issue where after exited the game while armed, the character model would appear to shake. Fixed the issue where picking up sounds was output but not able to pick up the item from a certain distance. Yeah, I hate that. I would go into a room, I make the motion for picking up an item, I'd fucking hear the sound, but I never picked up the item. Fix an issue where the exact direction of a player's footstep sound was hard to comprehend. Oh, they fixed the footsteps. And we hope everyone can jump into the PTS and help test out the new content. As always, be sure to provide feedback on our channels. Thanks, PubG Xbox team. And as always, it's your boy Snow. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe, follow to watch it live. And, yeah. Now that you know the patch notes, watch the gameplay video and see all the new shit.